All right, giving the algorithm a few seconds to catch up. This is going to be my first look at the Wonder for Zero G. This video is currently unlisted because the plugin is not out yet. But shout out to Zero G and the whole team, Ross and the whole team over there for sharing this with me. This is just how I do a first look at these things. I haven't done anything other than load it up here in Contact 8. I'm using Contact 8, and I loaded up the, what is it called? Wonder All 01 file. So let's see what that looks like. Sounds like I'm going to play this. So sounds like a really high quality either drone or pad or really ambient sound. I can see the waveform here. I can adjust the start point. Let's see. And I see that it will loop. I'm imagining the C3 here is the default note. And then I can adjust all the different parameters. Amp, filter, very familiar with the interface, very similar to what we saw with crates. What is it called? Crate diggers. I don't think I can play chords with these sounds. I think it's more for finding the tone of the song you're working in and using it as a pad or type of drone. In this case, I'll play through some of these presets. So it sounds wonderful. Of course, we have the effects page, very similar to what we've seen in other Zero-G plugins. Let me load up Aw2. So I won't go deep dive into the parameters. I'm sure there'll be videos and things coming up showing more of the parameters. I'm just giving you some of the sounds and some initial reactions of the sounds. I don't see, and I think I said a similar comment for the crate. I see the start, but I also would like to adjust the end, which I don't see that there. So that if I just wanted to play this thing here, from here to about here, if there is a way to adjust the end of the loop as well. Let me hit this. Death of Space. Let me go to... But it sounds really, really good. I'll go to full wall of sound. And it sounds like we're just playing the root note for these pads or drones or whatever you want to call them. So I don't hear like a third. So it works in major or minor. So depending on the key of the song you're working in, or yeah, the key of the song you're working in. Let's go to all three. I'll just play some of these, starting with Galactic Resonance. So just playing through some of these sounds here. Yeah, anyone working on like a space or sci-fi type film, these sounds would be perfect for that. Any composers out there? I'll go to Wonder 4 or Awe 4. Huge Grant, love the name. And I'm not holding out the sample. Well, I'm holding it out a little bit, but I'm not letting it play all the way through. If you get the plugin and play it all the way through, obviously you'll hear how the track, how the sample evolves when you hold down the note. They sound really great. You layer this with something like Kepler from Zero G, some of those, what is it, strings at 90, I forgot the name of it. Layer it with some of those pads and string sounds from Kepler, and you'll have some great soundscapes. Layer it with some of the voice elements from Zero G as well, ethereal, and some of those choir sounds. Yeah. I can already hear directions where you can go with this, either for emotional music or epic cinematic or Act 1 for trailers. And I believe you also get the WAV files. Let me go over here. You get the AcidI WAV files, you get the AIF Apple loops, and then you have image instructions if you want to figure out how to load up the artwork so that it shows up in Contact 7 and 8. I am using Contact 8 right now, and we are on, I believe, all 5. Actually, I just did that one, so maybe we're up to 6. Let's go to Nerniner. And again, I can adjust the start point here. I could also use this. You have panning tune. So I was just testing out one thing. So you see the tune knob here. Why would you use a tune? So let's say I like this here, the speed at which it's going. But if I play it up here, it plays faster, as what samples do. So what I can do is adjust the tune so that I can play this note and keep the same speed. Actually, it looks like it's going to speed up anyway. So I would like the ability to adjust the tone, which I could do. Let's see. Let's think about it this way. I can do classic view, and I can adjust it this way. It looks like every time you tune it, it will speed it up. So is there a way to tune like one note and keep the same tempo? That's the question. If I go up here, other than bouncing it to audio and maybe doing some audio adjustments, but you do have some flexibility there. Let's go to, let me play some more of these overseas territories. Piano mad. I'm choosing this so that it resets the parameters so it doesn't hold out as long when I let go of the note. And I believe this one will reset our start point back to the beginning. It might reset all of our, let me double check. Yeah, it'll reset your amp settings there. So that can be used for intro for a great piece. Let's go to 6. I just did 6. Let's go to 7. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Ready to rumble. Samadhi State. Again, these sound great. I'm just doing some quick, I got to run to a meeting in a few minutes, so just doing some quick first initial reaction to Sedate Wonder. So what I did there is I held down a couple of notes there, and you start to see this like pad expand and build out. Pause. Let's go to singing drone. Yeah, some great stuff there. I'll play one more here from this one. We'll go to Steel here. Let's go to 8. 3 more to go. 8, 9, 10. We have, did I just do 8? I just did 8. I think I just did 8. Let me make sure. So we have 2 more. 9. Stunning Cliff. So I actually scored a film that is up for consideration for Grammy for best soundtrack for visual media, something like that. And this was exactly the sound that I created for the that soundtrack for that film, for the score for the film. So if I had this, obviously it would have been a lot easier. So yeah, it was a synth-based score. The film is called Hemisphere. It is now streaming on, I think, Google Play and Tubi and maybe Amazon Prime. So check out Hemisphere. It's a space sci-fi thriller. Great stuff here. Do one more. And then last but not least, we have all 10. That has some rhythm to it. We got virtual reality. Again, some great stuff happening here. Wonder Wallaby. We have Your Majesty. And I will close this out with Youth Club. Yeah, I really like that. It's giving me like some 80s like type vibe. So for Wonder, I think Zero G's been on a run this year. You had Crate, I would say Kepler. There was like 1 or 2 others that were released this year, and I think there's more on the way. But Wonder, when it comes to looking for some pads, some ethereal sounds, I can't say that word right, some drones, some inspirational things for synth-based scores, or just an underlayer for the music productions you're doing. I don't think it gets any better than Wonder here, and you have a lot of sounds. You have the wave files. It does work in Contact 7 and 8. You get the images to load that up as well. So I'm going to be working on that. But I'm glad to add this to my arsenal because it's really going to help me for those act ones and those underscore, the things I mentioned that you can use this for, those soundtracks, so scores for films. So yeah, shout out to Zero G, shout out to Ross and the whole team over there. Thank you for sending this my way to review at no additional charge. If I can unleash this video when the embargo is lifted, then I will unleash this video to the world so you can check out my overview, quick sound design or sound walk through here of some of the presets. But yeah, I really like it, and thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to check out the links in the description for all the good things, different communities, and also for a discount, or not a discount, for it's an affiliate link where you can purchase this at no additional charge to you. But I'll get a little bit of a kickback from the team over at Zero G. I would appreciate it if you do like it and you want to purchase it, if you use that link to purchase. And be sure to check out upcoming videos and more reviews.